we are.
So the nice thing about this one is that you see that red frame, you see that red thing.
So this is a new piece.
This is the new piece. Yes. This camera is a lot
So all right,
better.
so new camera,
But
that top piece, because I don't remember the red thing last time. It was there, or you just didn't?
No. So now it's mimicking the camera
Oh.
because I'm using an actual HDMI cable, not a HDMI to micro HDMI. So it was just like, hey, this is what your viewfinder sees. Now it's like, this is your internal camera,
Okay.
everything.
So now we're official.
We're official now.
And then once over 60, what's that? I see 1-60.
Okay.
Or 60 frames, or what's that?
I believe I think that's called shutter speed.
Okay.
So how fast it catches something. Every second? I want to say second?
Your guess is as good.
I don't even know. All I know is that if the higher that number goes, the faster you can catch something in motion. So the faster it blinks, the shutter blinks, everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, hold on. Let me make sure we're in. Let me make sure we're.
That looks blurry now. Or, well, I can't tell from here. As long as I look good. As long as I look good.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? Whatever, man.
As long as I look good.
Whatever happens, happens. We'll figure it out.
You're married. You don't need to look good no more.
Damn, bro. I don't know what's hey, you know what? Perfect segue. I'm trying to look good, bro. I need advice. You know what? That's a perfect ass segue. I like that.
What you need advice on?
Bro, I'm trying to get in shape.
Oh, what that got to do with me?
You can help me get in shape.
True, I can.
This dude is.
I can.
Yeah, I feel like just recently, I didn't know how in shape you were until like your Vegas trip.
Oh yes, the locker room scene.
The locker room scene. Sounds a little gay. Wait, did we say we were gonna say gay? Like,
yeah, I think we said gay.
Yeah. All right, whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
All right.
Yeah. So
hold on.
Okay.
We're gonna come back to that. Okay. One thing I don't think we even did last week was introduce ourselves. So one of the things that we should probably have as part of our intro is a brief introduction.
Okay.
And honestly, like, I don't even want to go into an introduction of who I am and who you are. Fuck it, let them just watch and find out.
Yep. Yeah. Over time, you'll figure out.
One of the questions I hate the most is like, oh, what do you do for a living, or what do you do? And it's like, breathe, eat, sleep. Like, I don't fucking know.
And work out. Those are the three things my boy does.
Yeah. So we'll skip what we do. But I'm Eric. This is Pablo, and you're listening to or watching Unculturable.
Unculturable.
Yeah, we'll work on the intro and the formalities and all that good stuff.
And the music.
Yeah. But for now, back to Vegas.
Back to cut. Yeah, so I didn't know, even though we've gone to Puerto Rico for the Tiny concert, Neon 16 event that they threw. We went to a home concert for Tiny, which was, I think there's video footage of me having an out-of-body experience.
Oh, I have it.
Yes. It was probably the best night of my life. Seriously, like undoubtedly the best night of my life. I got to see all the artists I've been listening to and stuff for. I was some of them even like a decade or two.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like there were some throwbacks in there, and then the Bad Bunny appearance. And anyways, this Puerto Rico concert, right? I think we were thinking about product in the pool.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
right?
Yes.
But you weren't that cut then. Like, I'm like, okay, you're in shape. Like, clearly you're. But this Vegas trip.
Did I even take my shirt off? Because
to be honest, no, now I don't remember.
Yeah, because I'm such a weirdo. Like, I don't even like to have my shirt off in public.
Dog, if I looked like you, I'd have my shirt off in public. Like, I would just walk with my shirt off.
And I already know, like, I'm crazy because I have heard that before.
Yeah.
And I remember a long time ago when I used to actually do, like, shows. and
Oh, that's right.
kind of like a fitness show. And this one, it was a supplement shop that was opening up, and the owners, Ava Cowan and Mark Alvisi, were like, you know what? We're doing a grand opening. You should think about competing. We're going to have a fit body contest.
Wait, so you weren't competing at that time?
No, wasn't competing. Now
Were you working out?
I was working out.
Okay.
So this is maybe 2008, 2009. So, for many of you who may not know, my original passion and profession was exercise science. So
I did not know
I
that.
literally have a degree in physiology and kinesiology and understand the human body like nobody's business. So I was actually training people for bodybuilding shows and figure shows and bikini shows and helping them win, like get first place, second place.
Oh, shit. So you were like a legit trainer, like a coach.
Yeah, without having ever competed myself. So it was just my knowledge. Yeah,
It's okay. We're in the office.
it's okay. So, it was just my knowledge of the human body, nutrition, biomechanics, everything that allowed me to help anybody attain any fitness or wellness goal, no matter how extreme or normal it was. So I've helped people do shows, and then they said, you should think about doing our Fit Body contest. And I think it was because they suggested it that I was like, they probably wouldn't just say it to say it. They probably see something in me. And just because I wanted to support them, because, I really liked what they were doing, I said, fuck it. So I ended up competing. At that time, I was married. I trained my wife, so we both did the show.
Did y'all win?
Both got first place. And
Sick.
And one thing you'll know about me is I go on these long tangents. So I literally, and everyone was complimenting me. I felt good. There was, rest in peace, Sean Roden. He was an IFBB pro, also won Mr. Olympia, if I'm not mistaken, one year. He was even like, yeah, you should think about competing. So you have professionals.
So, okay, so let me sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but so what makes, now that you've obviously done it for a long time, this is part of who you are, right? Exercise and fitness and health is just part of your daily routine. It's just almost like second nature to you.
Yeah.
So what would make someone like a pro ask you, or like, see potential in somebody? Is it like a specimen thing or what?
Yeah, I think it's like genetics. Like you can almost see someone's shape and be like, oh, with the right conditioning and supplementation, you can really take it to another level. And
So you have to see like potential?
Yeah.
But is it like physiological potential, like, or physical?
You're looking at them. You're just looking at them, and just like
oh, nice delta,
yeah,
or nice biceps, or
well, because there's you have like what's called muscle bellies, and they're looking at like where the muscles insert and where they originate, all of those things that are just genetic that you're either born with or not. So they're looking at things like that, plus just how you look when you're in peak condition and stuff.
So there's aesthetics that come into play when it comes to determining whether someone is good to compete, or could be doing well, right? Because maybe I have a misunderstanding of it, but like when they judge you, it's all physique.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, where are the muscles? How do they look like? How popped are they? Or how defined this person is, right? How balanced is someone?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy to me.
Yeah. And so, and it's a very subjective sport. So even when you say all of those things, it's like it also depends on who's looking and who's judging. But, let's say this was a Saturday. It was a Saturday. We win. I think we win like, I don't know, we got a check. We got supplements. We came up nicely. And I remember the next day, we're on the beach, walking around, shirt off, day after winning a show, and I'm like, I'm not feeling this. And I put my shirt back on because I just felt
Really?
weird. Yeah, because I just, whereas some people be like, oh, like, I'm never putting a shirt back on.
Yeah,
You know.
that would be me. I've already told my wife, I'm like, sometimes I see people with a six-pack, I'm like, yo, if that was me again, just shirt off Pablo.
Yeah.
Right? That's
yeah.
it. The entire time.
Yeah, and that's how I know I'm just like a weirdo. So, like, I don't even think about things. Like, if people say, like, pay me a compliment, I say thank you. Going back to Vegas, guy was like, literally, he was like, I've never seen anybody more fit than me in this gym. Mind you, it was a Planet Fitness, which one of my friends did remind me of.
Yeah, certain demographics, right? But way to pop your balloon, dog.
Definitely rained on my parade because I was like,
just let me take the compliment,
yeah,
dog. And
definitely not a Gold's Gym situation. But in Planet Fitness in Vegas, I was the fittest person this one particular fighter and influencer has ever seen. And, he was just a cool dude. He loved the fact that I was also humble. And he was like, yo, you want to go in the locker room and do a pose down? Now, mind you, that's a fucking pose down or just like flexing. I'm not one of those dudes that like just be like flexing and posing ever. Not even like in the mornings, like privately. Like,
is there like so when you say posing, so I'm understanding, like, is there like a maybe unspoken agreement or spoken agreement as to what these poses are that everyone knows?
Yes and no, but yes, because if
I always see like
like if you're doing so if you're going to like the Olympia or you're doing a bodybuilding show, they have what's called mandatory poses. Ooh. So there's like front double bicep, most muscular. I don't even know the names.
Are they always in the same order? Or as long as you hit these, we're fine.
Well, when you're doing your open routine, you can choreograph the order in the way you see fit.
Okay.
But when you're actually being judged on stage and you're in a lineup, a lot of times the judges will call out a pose and they want everybody to hit that pose so that they can see everybody in that particular pose as they're judging them. So yeah, there's like those mandatory poses. And I guess I've seen enough shows where even though I've never done a bodybuilding show, I've seen enough where it's almost, and I have enough body awareness where I'm like, okay, I can, in a locker room in Planet Fitness, I can deal with it. I can do it.
So does that mean there's like different levels of fitness by going to different gyms? So like you reference Planet Fitness, like I'm really fit at Planet Fitness, but if I go to Gold's Gym, I might, maybe not.
Well, different gyms definitely attract a different demographic. And when you think about Planet Fitness, their marketing campaign was just shitting on bodybuilders. Literally, like they had the lunk alarm, like, they're
Wait, what?
Yeah, it was called, and actually it's still up there where if you like drop the weights, like the little, think about like the red, fire alarm or whatever that thing is called, but it's like purple. Like, so if it's like if you're grunting, if you're dropping weights, that little thing goes off and that's like, hey, no lunks allowed.
Really?
So
there's gym etiquette.
So in there, well, yeah, but this is just different. Like, but it was part of their marketing campaign.
Okay.
Like even in their commercials, they had like these big the stereotypical bodybuilders, and they were like making fun of them and saying, you're not allowed here.
Why would they take that approach?
Because
like, if you're a gym, wouldn't you want like, hey, I don't care who you are, just come through.
To be honest with you, their business model, if I'm not mistaken, is like $10 a month, and it's supposed to be for those everyday, people.
Got it.
It's supposed to be that non-intimidating environment.
Yeah.
They don't even have like they have dumbbells, but they don't even have a squat rack. They don't have like a bench where you can do like, a bench with a free barbell or anything like that. So even their choice of equipment is for like a different demographic.
Got it. Damn. So now I'm seeing all this, like, I don't want to call it like segmentation, but like, or like splitting of audiences for like gyms. Because for example, here in LA, we have Aloe. Or what is it called?
Yeah, the Aloe. Yep.
Aloe, right? So that's exclusively influencers or built for influencers.
Well, technically, it's not even a gym. I mean, that whole thing is just a very smart marketing move. Like you can't get a membership. It's you get invited.
And that's it. That's the only way to get in.
Yeah. And,
Really?
And you wear your aloe. They put you in your aloe clothes because what happens if I invite, a model, fitness influencer, I give them some complimentary aloe clothes and allow them to enjoy a workout in my fitness
It's like
facility.
the Truman Show almost, where like everything is staged for you to promote it.
Well, because that's exactly what they're going to do.
Huh.
So I mean, that's actually.
I just thought it was like a premium shit. And you have to have X amount of followers. You have to be like an influencer type and then pay a heavy premium.
No.
Wait, so they don't have any premiums? Like they don't pay?
I don't.
You just get invited and hey, good for you.
Well, you know what? I've never been invited, but I can ask some friends who have been there, but I don't think it's your traditional gym.
I was gonna say
where you have people just saying, "All right, time to go work out," and they just show up at Aloe whenever they want.
Do they even allow men in there? Or I've only seen remember when we went to go to lunch?
Yeah.
It's only women.
Mm-hmm. I've never seen a post from a man.
Well, if they haven't invited you, then there is no man. I feel like you would be like the primary demographic.
Definitely not.
No?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that for 1 second.
One, I'm not a fitness influencer. Two, I probably am not their target demographic. I would imagine it's like a taller, leaner model type of guy, like, somebody who's like 5 inches taller and 30 pounds lighter, but still pretty lean. It's a different aesthetic. You even think about like the girls that are in there.
I guess they do all fit a certain look.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like the same tall, I guess like slim, right?
It looks like they do more yoga and super slow Pilates and HIIT training than bodybuilding.
Gotcha. Okay, so you would classify yourself as a bodybuilder?
I live a bodybuilding lifestyle. Yes.
No, and this dude is militant. I'm telling you, even when we were on again the same Puerto Rico story. Right? I didn't want to work out. I'm going there to go see a concert, see some of my idols live, like 5 rows down, like basically right there. Mm-hmm. And we're there for I don't know how many days.
Like 3, 4 tops?
Yeah, something like that. And this dude every single day. We stayed in the same room. Mm-hmm. So there was 2 beds in there, and like if you see your homie get up, try to, hey, I'm going to the gym. How do you not, right? How do you say, nah, bro, I'm gonna stay here and rock for a little bit? And it was crazy because like you see this guy just getting up, going to the gym, hitting whatever he's hitting that day, arms, legs, whatever. And then we go downstairs to eat at the same place for 3-4 days straight. And my man has the same
those fajitas,
no tortillas, like no extra carbs, no extra nothing. What did you order again? Like I got them just as they come. No, actually no, that's not true. The first day I followed you, I'm like, I'll get what he just double up what he got, and I was still hungry after that. So the next day when we went down, like just give them to me normal and give me a Sprite. But it's crazy to see because I don't think I've ever had that level of discipline. Where like even in a vacation, when you're there to enjoy yourself, you find time and you want to go work out. Like you get excited about it. It's wild. And so for someone that's been doing it for as long as you have to still find happiness and, I don't know how else to call it, but just happiness and comfort in working out is something that I want to get to. Like I have that comfort in running. Mm-hmm. People hate cardio and they hate running. I love biking and I love running.
Yeah.
So like I clear my head when I go running, and sometimes I forget. Like I'll run, I don't know, anywhere from like 3 to 7 miles, and I'll just forget I'm running. And by the time I look, it's been like 3.5 miles. I need to go back.
Yeah.
And then I'll just I'll double it. But like I don't think, and it feels good. The only problem that I always have when I hit these consistent working out sessions or exercise sessions is that I get really hungry. Mm-hmm. Like extremely hungry. Where like I could have just ate a meal. 30 minutes later, I'm hungry again. Mm-hmm. Right. So now I'm worried. So now, knowing a little bit more of who you are, and they know a little bit more of who you are. What advice would you give someone that has a problem like similar to mine? Because I imagine I'm the typical guy trying to get into fitness. Hey, I have these waves of motivation, right? But no discipline to keep it. And then I get discouraged, then you start over again with like some new fad or exercise program or diet or whatever. And then you go strong for like a week, a few days, 2 weeks, months tops. You hit a snag, and then you kind of default to like default behavior. I'm gonna eat. It's cool if I miss a day. Oh, it's cool if I miss 2 days. And before you know it, it's like, dude, I haven't worked out in 2 weeks. And then you're back. And then you just balance and you go through this for your whole life. How do you get someone out of that? Because I mean, like you said, you've trained people, you understand the body. How would you get someone and take them out of that routine or that cycle?
So, great question. And most of when I was doing corporate wellness and helping people, the bulk of what I was doing for them really came down to behavioral change. So it was, I mean, we're talking about fitness and wellness, but it's about how do we change behaviors and make your new habits and new behaviors align with your goals. So the first thing I would always do, well, when I didn't know any better, like I remember saying, okay, here's the workout plan, here's the meal plan, like lay everything out for them and say, all you have to do is follow it. But you don't realize how overwhelming all of that is when you're dealing with someone whose first hurdle might be like, what am I going to wear?
Exactly.
I don't even have workout clothes. So there's this movie that I love called What About Bob?
What About Bob? I need to look at that.
It's with Bill Murray. I want to say like Richard Dreyfuss. He plays a psychiatrist, and Bob is his patient who like crashes his vacation in the Hamptons or something. But the psychiatrist, he had this book called Baby Steps. And he gave it to Bob, and he was like, Bob, baby steps. And that's kind of what I even tell people when they're trying to change any one thing. So right now, because you mentioned, hey, I want to do this, and this. And that's a lot. So I would almost say, what's the easiest thing you can do now that aligns with what you have to do?
So like to build confidence. Oh, I did that one thing. Maybe I can tackle another, right? And then just keep going.
And I would even say, just lock that one thing in. Like, let's just like for instance, I would almost say, go to the gym and not work out. like just get in the habit of even showing up, because just arriving there is one habit that you have to establish in your life. Where
that's a good one.
Where a lot of people just can't even get there. Or if you're talking about, hey, I need to clean the way I'm eating, then I would say, well, what's one thing that you can eliminate first?
Yeah, because that's what I would need the most help with. Because I think the working out I can do, right? Like I went to play soccer last night. I ran 7.5 miles, right, during my entire 2-hour session. And I feel great. I'm not sore. I feel awesome. The problem is I get home and I get the fucking munchies. Inevitably, right? I'm like, I'll eat. Like my wife had me, she cooked steak, rice, veggies. And I was like, oh, this is great. This is awesome. It tastes amazing. An hour passed. I was sucking down ice cream. Right? But not a lot, mind you. But still, like I had ice cream after I had such a healthy exercise session. I had a healthy dinner. To fuck it up with some ice cream pissed me off. So I went to sleep mad. I was like, fuck, man. Like, why can't I just get it out of my head to like eat clean? Like, I don't know if it's my body telling me, yo, you need more carbs to work out the way you do. Right? Maybe it's that. Right? Because when I run, like I said, it's at least 3 miles, tops 7 or 8. But then I play soccer, and I've ran 15 miles in a 2-hour session. And like I like to be active. I like to play sports. I just, my eating habits kill me. So like, what would you tell someone that was like, hey man, all right, let's not even think about the exercise thing, right? Because you always hear this shit of 80-20, 80% is diet, 20% is exercise. how would you straighten up someone's diet and say like, hey, kill this first. Just kill sugar, carbs, right? Or like processed food, or like what would you tell someone to like cut off immediately? Like, hey, this is what's hurting you no matter what.
I mean, I would have to. That really depends.
Okay.
So with some instances,
I have a sweet tooth.
Yeah, some instances people are just drinking juice, or like soda, or usually there's like one thing that you can immediately identify, and you'd be like, okay, that's just empty calories. Like,
got it.
Get rid of that. But then you almost have to pick and choose your battles, because if that one thing that they want to get rid of is their most difficult vice, then maybe it's like, okay, well, let's look at some other things and see if maybe we can, make that better.
Yeah.
And then get to the sweet tooth part later.
True, because then and you know what? Damn, this is resonating, because I often try to go for like the hardest thing. Because in my mind, I'm like, if I can conquer that, I can conquer anything else. And then I fail, obviously, inevitably fuck up. And then I'm like, fuck, back to square one.
Yeah.
And I get discouraged. But I always go, so you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the easy thing. I'm just going to kill like soft drinks.
Yeah.
Entirely. And let's see what happens.
I always tell people, like, just go the path of least resistance. Like, don't make it hard. It's already difficult. Don't make it more difficult for yourself, because it's really about consistency. So it's like, what can you do successfully over time and the longest period of time? And then once you lock that in, then you move on to something else, and then you move on to something else. And that's why what you see as discipline, like, I don't even see that. It's like telling somebody they're disciplined for showering and brushing their teeth daily.
Second nature for you.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you showered again too?
Because you guys got to see what I see every day, though. It's like we pull into the office, and Harold or I either have bought lunch, so we come in with our big ass bag of lunch, have brought lunch from home, which is another big ass bag of lunch, or we buy something, right? Regardless, doesn't matter. But then you see this man come in with his little fucking sack of 3 to 5 tiny, what are those called? The little...
call it Tupperware.
Yeah, Tupperware. Portion control boxes, as I like to call them. And that's it. And then you look at them, and they have, like, I'm not joking, like 12 pieces of, like, pasta. Like 12 little things of like rigatoni.
3/4 of a cup.
Yeah, 3/4 of a cup. And then you drizzle, and then every 2 hours you see this man go get one, heat one up, throw a little oil on it, some seasoning, and then he just eats and then goes back to his desk.
Yeah, makes my protein shake.
Yeah, protein. Like, I'm like, yo, it's a topic here, bro. Like, how the fuck do you stay like? Maybe the wrong word is discipline, right? It's not discipline. It's just like, it's just who you are. At this point.
And what also happens is, once you start seeing results, it motivates you to actually keep going. So put it this way, my level of discipline has gotten even more extreme in recent times than earlier. Because, yes, I'm definitely in better shape now than I've been in a while.
But it's harder to see results when you're in that shape. Right.
Yeah, and like, so I know I'm in pretty good shape when I see it, because I know I'm my worst critic. So when I'm looking in the mirror and I'm like, all right, bro, you look like you work out every now and then.
Hell yeah.
So
I was shocked. I'm still not. I'm not over it. I told my wife, I was like, I want to be like that. And I showed her the phone. I'm like, dude, this guy has to fucking train me, man. Like,
so
insane.
So when I see that, because again, I've also been on varying ends of the spectrum. I went from, just working out regularly to also having taken months off. And I just know I'm a very momentum-driven person.
Yeah.
And so the more momentum I get behind me, the more results I see.
I get that.
Then it just becomes more rewarding and fulfilling, and then makes me want to keep going. Because the last thing I hate to do with anything in life is go backwards.
Yeah.
So when you're starting to see some momentum in your career and making money, or in personal relationships or whatever, you just really want to continue to pour into it.
Yeah. No, I totally agree, man. I think that's one of the things I think we all, not just myself, see about you, right? It's and I feel that myself, right? Like you see when your homies lit up going like, yo, I'm onto something, right? Like lately in the office, in the bullpen, you know, you started fucking with all this tech stuff, AI, right? All these different models. You started generating different things, started making music. And I'm like, you just see, like, it's cool to see your friends, like, not only A, want better for themselves, but two, chase that shit, right? Because there's people that just talk.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna do this. Cool, bro. You're still doing. I don't see you doing anything, all right, or whatever. And then there's people that you see that say and then do as they say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's really cool to see, man. Yeah, dude,
No,
it's
we're doing this podcast because of you.
because I said we were gonna do it, so I started buying shit.
You know, we did this because of you. It was your idea. Well, and it was one of those things that was on your mind
For so long.
for some time,
So long.
and you were putting it off.
I was putting it off. Yeah. And then we briefly got into it, right? Because of that. I mean, not into it like as a fight. That sounds like we were fighting. But like discussed it a little bit. Podcast, 1.5 years. Easy in my mind. Doing it with you, 6 months. Easy. Easy 6 months. I'm like, I don't know, babe. I was talking to my wife. I'm like, I don't know. You know, I don't want to just be in, like, you know, because when you're at the level that you are, right, and know the people that you know, it's easy for someone to come across to be like, oh, you know, especially here in LA, they want to use me. Or what do you need from me? Or it's just going to be a one-way street. Or, you know, you don't bring shit to the table. Any one of those things. And that got me, like, scared to ask you. Because I'm like, all right, I gotta, like, I can know we're friends. But there's always that chance that, you know, he might think that when in reality, that's not at all. It's just, it's having someone to A, bounce ideas off of, 2, someone you actually get along with, 3, shit ton of similarities, right? And 4, someone that you can trust and you can call a friend. That's hard to find.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I know enough people in my life where I'm like, okay, I like you, but I'm going to categorize you as a, not quite a friend, but, you know.
You put them in that box.
You put them in, and there's different boxes. So I compartmentalize a lot of my friends, as acquaintances, etc. Or like, you're just someone I know, or you're just a plug, or you're just, you know, when I want to get into my ghetto shit. And that's it. But so when it came time to it, I'm like, man, I don't just want to sit there and fucking talk by myself.
Yeah.
The fuck, you know, like, what is, I'm like, and then what? Like, it just didn't make any sense. So when I was bouncing ideas off my wife, I'm like, hey, she asked me, she's kind of enlightened. Who do you trust? Like, who would you actually trust to not, I don't want to say like fuck you over, but like, who do you trust to start something with? Just in like general, like in your life, in your professional life, and you're the only person that came to my mind, man. Straight up, like, that's why I asked you. And one day I just fucking sacked up in the bullpen, like, yo, bro, would you? I feel like I was asking someone to prompt. You know, I'm like, yo, would you start it with me? And then when you said, dude, like, I don't even have to think about it.
Yeah.
So
and less than 2 weeks later, I mean, I'm sure we when did you ask me? Maybe a month ago? If that?
If that, man.
I was going to say. I was like, yeah,
2 or
let's
3
do
weeks.
it. Let's do it.
Yeah. And immediately I started buying shit. Like, I had a bunch of stuff on the Amazon cart. And the moment we say, you know, like, oh, buy. Because I'm coming through. I'm not going to disappoint. And plus, it's one of these things where, like, we talked about it, and just to be open, like, we just wanted to start something. I just wanted to start something apart from all the stuff that I do, something that would take me out of the moment, allow me to reflect, have good conversations, and be creative, right? Like, I like taking video. I like recording audio. I like engineering both. And I think it balances my very technical job that I have now, right? I'm looking at code and designing product all fucking day. To get out of it and force me out of it by doing this, it's just like, and then you too, bro. I feel like we're both in the Matrix and they have to just plug us out.
Yeah.
You know, because you see this guy with like 19 screens. You're like everything short of a crypto bro, like at this point, man.
I know. Well, no, I appreciate you and I guess confiding in me and presenting me with the opportunity.
Yeah.
It's definitely not anything that I would have done by myself because I agree. it's weird just, talking about myself, like just, being on camera but it's one of those things where I wanted to be vocal. There's a lot of things that I have to say. There's a lot of things that people actually want to hear from me.
Yeah, no, I do. There's a ton of value, man. $1 million conversations in that bullpen.
They want to hear certain things from me and want to hear certain things from you. And this just creates a very authentic way to deliver it.
100%. Like sometimes I think back to the conversations we've had at the bullpen where they're like just genius ideas that just go to waste, right? Because like, we're not talking about them or acting on it because it's just like, it's like foreplay between all of us. It's technically, right? It's like we're all just like, before we talk about some crazy real shit, we like bounce off these crazy ideas in that room that may or may not pertain to the product we're creating and engineering in that room. But like, it's crazy to think, man. I'm telling, like, I know we've had, for a fact, like 1,000 business ideas.
Yeah.
Features. Hey, why isn't X doing Y?
If we monetized everything that came out of our mouth in that room,
billionaires,
easily. You're talking about multiple billions of dollars worth of software, technology,
music, dude, like you name it.
Playbooks, just collaborations, partnerships, everything. Man. But, that's another thing that excites me about just the future in general. I know a lot of people are intimidated by how rapidly AI is basically coming into everyone's lives.
Yeah, everyone's getting scared. Everyone I know is getting scared.
And it depends on your outlook. One, if you're not truly familiar with what it can do, then it's easy to just be afraid of it.
Yeah.
But once you learn how to harness its power and then utilize it, it should actually have most people inspired and
100%,
motivated.
100%.
Because all of those ideas that we have that would almost have to remain ideas unless we had billions of dollars worth of investment or just a whole team behind us.
Yeah.
We're getting to that point now with just the right idea and knowledge of a few tools, you can bring those to life.
100%. I heard, I'm not sure if I'm quoting it right, but it's we're making the exact same jump, right, that the painters went through when the camera came out. Fuck, no one's gonna need a painter anymore. They have a camera. If anything, right, the I don't want to call them woke painters, but the painters that kind of just went with the flow more and understood the camera and the technology that was coming, the shortcuts it was taking and how it was facilitating their workflow, they're the ones that ended up taking the most advantage. I don't have to sit here and burn X amount of hours. I can worry about composition. I can worry about depth. I can worry about meaning. I can worry about this or that. It just empowered them more, right? So it's the same thing now, right? I have a lot of engineer and designer friends, anyone in tech really, that are just worried. I'm like, if you're worried, it's because you don't know how to use it.
Yeah.
If you did, your workflow would be streamlined.
Or they're not just that good at what they do. Because like honestly, like okay, so here
you should be worried.
Well, no, I'm just saying like I'm a self-proclaimed vibe coder.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, I always get to this one point in the coding process where I'm like, wow, Harold's job is secure.
Yeah,
Pablo's job is secure. Like people who actually fully understand how to problem solve when they get into these loops of saying, oh, I fixed the problem. No, you didn't. Oh, I fixed the problem. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
And then you're just at a dead end.
Yeah, exactly.
Those people, like, if you know it, basically it almost creates more deal flow for you because now you're going to have more people hitting that roadblock. And it's like, you know what? I can take all of you and help you get over that hump and to the finish line.
The way I explain it to my friends is, it doesn't, like, whether you take it from a product design or an engineering angle, doesn't matter. It never does everything. It helps you with a piece of a process, right? From a product design side, I don't need a PM anymore. This is the feature I want to do, right? Or create or integrate into my current product system, et cetera. Help me design use cases that I may or may not think about, right? It's kind of checking me on stuff. In which someone could potentially break this, So it helps me iterate fast in terms of designing or system design, or if I was thinking about it a certain way and a use case works directly against it, I have to rethink that. Or even like design research, or what do they call them? I mean, like not user flows, but it's. I can't believe I'm blanking out on this, but it's basically another version of like use cases, right? User stories, and it helps me create these, and I can create them at scale. I don't have to write them anymore. I don't have to write tickets. How would you approach it from a a timeline perspective? What would you work on first, all the way to what would you work on last? So again, it's not meant to solve the entire process. It's meant to solve pieces of it that take long amounts of time quickly.
Yeah.
And that helps you speed up the workflow.
Absolutely.
So it'll never replace a designer or an engineer. It'll just help the good ones get faster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because if you don't know what to ask for, it cannot possibly give you that information. If I don't know to ask it for user stories, how can it possibly give me some?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so you have to know your shit even more, because you have to know what to prompt it. So prompt engineering, relative to your subject matter expertise is like, it's where it's at.
Oh, absolutely. Like, so now I'm at that stage where I'm exploring a lot of different video models. And even though I'm getting better at like prompting, because you can do text to video, image to video, but a director who knows about how the camera should pan and how it should move and how one scene connects to the next scene, like they're going to create the most beautiful imagery because they already have an understanding of how it works. And now it's like, the same way I would say it, now I could just prompt it.
Yep.
And you can actually prompt it with your words and create it.
Yep.
So I think people with those skills are always going to be better off if they choose to use the tools.
100%.
Now, if they don't want to use the tools and other people start learning and catching up, that's going to put them at a disadvantage.
Exactly. So you have to kind of ride the wave, because something that comes to mind immediately was when you showed me your first music, right? And now, the shit you got bumping in there is it's ungodly, right? It's so fucking good, man. Like
Thank you.
It's only like, it only shows like, man, it does, like, okay, I could be the best musician ever if I don't know how to compose or create a song, right? Just because I'm a bass player doesn't mean I know how to write music for a guitar and drums and bass and play an entire song together. So you being a really good curator, having really good taste means something now in this age of era, right? I didn't necessarily know how to code some of the stuff I had, but because I know how to prompt and I know exactly what I'm looking for and the type of components I'm willing to or wanting to integrate into the system and how it works, I'm willing to prompt it that shit. I animated a fucking buttons background to blurry, and it looks all hazy when it's active, and I would have never coded that. But I understood the piece. I understand how it works. I understand accessibility. I understand design. I didn't understand the engineering part fully, but I prompted that shit. So me being a curator of knowing what works and gels and looks good, or whatever, however people want to say that, it gives me that much more power. But your music is like next level, man. It's like literally top notch.
Thank you. And I'm still learning, because I have an idea of what I want to bring out into the world, and I'm still learning. Like, you have to give me the tutorial on the Logic Pro, so
I got you on that.
So I can break down the stems and I'm taking the Serato home with me, so I'll be doing my own mixes and everything. But yeah, I think you have to just have the thought.
Yeah.
And then once you have the thought, you start to have the conversation and the dialogue with these models, and then you just become like a problem solver and a project manager.
Here's a quote that's been helping me a lot of prompt engineering. So irregardless of what you do or what you want to get done, it's if you can write the problem clean and clearly, you've solved half of it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people can't, right? It's prompt engineering is solving against that issue.
Yeah.
What is that issue? If you can properly and clearly and cleanly define it, you've already solved half the issue, because it's identifying it and then understanding what it is. A lot of people I see prompting, like when I see my friends prompt, when I see my wife prompts, right, it's very generic. It's not addressing an issue. It's a need or a want.
Yeah. Well, I want you to continue that thought, but what the most common mistake I see people making is prompting like it's a Google search bar.
Yeah, exactly what I mean. That's exactly what I mean.
It's a very generic, where's the closest fill in the blank, or how do I do this? And it's very generic, and when you give it a generic prompt, if you will, then the answer that you get is just as generic.
Exactly. Yeah, it's all about prompt engineering in 2025 and beyond, right? At least for the foreseeable future. I think that, and that was one of my biggest issues when I first started with it a little while back.
Same.
It's like, and I think it's most people's issue, honestly, arguably. It's, you're prompting such generic shit, you're gonna get generic shit back. But everyone thinks it's correct. I mean, ChatGPT makes mistakes all the time, right? Claude, any model, Gemini or Llama or whatever, any model makes a ton of mistakes. Sometimes, right, because the way that it works, and I don't know if it's worth getting into, of the way it's retrieving information, right? You ask it a question, it chunks that question, it searches the knowledge base for all relevant information, the first relevant information it finds, drags it out, kind of walks through it, right, to like NLPs, LLMs, etc., and then it poses an answer back. I'm sure people are going to find wrong stuff with that, but that's the base and the highest level of how it works. But you have to understand that there's different pockets of the same information. That's where prompt engineering comes. Hey, if I'm asking for medical advice, tell it, hey, you are a medical professional at the top of your field. Even if you just do that, you'll get a way different and better answer than, hey, what's wrong with me?
Yeah.
Right? Why is my leg purple? Right? Versus, hey, you're a top medical professional in your field. I see my leg is purple and I'm feeling X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. What is it? Right? That's a way better prompt, even though you're prompting it damn near the exact same thing, right? But you've given it width, you've given it context, you've given it some depth. So you're going to get some depth back.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know if that makes any sense.
No, it makes perfect sense. Like, there's been times where my prompt and the context that I give it is longer than the answer. But
that's usually how it goes.
But the answer is exactly what I was looking for and the correct piece of information I needed to unlock something so much bigger.
Because you trimmed all the fat. You trimmed all the fat.
Exactly. And oftentimes that also saves you time. Because if you just start with the, hey, I want to do this, and then you have all the back and forth, and then the iteration, and then getting to the point where they're trying to understand what you're asking for and what you want to get out of it. So a lot of times I'll type something, and it's funny because if you hit enter too fast, it automatically starts going. I'm like, no, stop. I'm not done yet. I have more information to feed you. And then I'm like, okay, go.
Same thing for me, man. My prompts are like fucking juicy, right? And I think OpenAI posted like the optimal way to prompt or prompt engineer, right? Where it's like there's things called like 0-shot prompting, 1-shot prompting, like 3-shot or whatever the fuck, right? Basically giving examples. Hey, for example, I want to write a poem. Here's an example about oranges. Here's an example of one that I want you to base it off of. That's called a 1-shot prompt because you're giving it some base, some context. Hey, return me something like this, but with that context, right? But yeah, it's like for me too, man. It's like asking questions or defining what who I'm talking to, what my question is, and then context dump. That's typically my approach. Yeah. And like I said, my answers are fucking great. I mean, look at the shit I'm building. You know what I'm saying? Like it's they've been good, man. I think I used to be really scared of AI because of I think everyone's fears, right? The same. But now I'm like, man, fuck no.
Yeah. I mean, we'll be long gone before it destroys humanity.
I did see something that made me laugh though recently. I saw an Instagram meme or a video that said I would like to see AI take my job. They say they're going to take jobs. I wanted to see it steal catalytic converters. I'm like, yeah, I can't do that shit. Unless the fucking Tesla robots run the streets wild and start stealing shit off cars.
I mean, the thing is, once you get robots and then you're able to hack them and have them do whatever you want.
Oh my God.
Then they can. And
gonna be chaos
that
in this
comes
bitch.
down to what I feel like what AI is going to allow people to do is just have more human experiences. And what I mean by that is think about everything that we do that takes up our time from living our life. Like, I'm in this office, who knows, sometimes I even sleep in here, right?
Shit.
And the reason why I'm doing this now is so that the next 50 years of my life, I can do whatever I want, whenever I want. And AI is going to allow us to do that, because instead of checking emails, I'm going to allow it to read my entire inbox, see all of the correspondence, the back and forth, because most of the times you're answering the same type of
Imagine
email.
like maybe it's asking you for, hey, this is the reply I'm giving. Here's the context. Do you want to send? So now you've avoided getting on your phone, reading the email, trying to think of what to send back, thinking about it, and then sending it. And it just skips to, hey, do you want to send this or not?
Yeah.
Right? Or even like maybe for it to deem what's important enough to show you. Hey, all this shit, like 49 is spam. Here's the one email that you might look at. And I've already have a response just in case.
Yeah.
It gives you back time. I never saw it like that.
Absolutely. So it almost, because what you're going to see with a lot of like the products that Google's putting out.
Did we just come up with a product? Bro?
If it doesn't exist, we did.
I'm just saying.
But it's almost becoming like your executive assistant.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
now you can say, or I think in an update that's coming out real soon, you can give Gemini access to your calendar and say, okay, take a look at my calendar. Find me a trip to Tokyo for $1,200 that works within my schedule.
Yep.
And what it literally does is sees when you're available, and it checks daily just flights. Because it could be something, because $1,200 is fucking cheap. So it's going to just kind of look, and it's going to be like, hey, I found something. There's no conflicts. Would you like me to book it?
Yeah.
And then it's like,
and it's an alert, like giving it permission to act on your behalf.
and I have like morning briefings scheduled. So there's certain.
You want Jarvis, bro?
No, I do. And like, so now there's certain things that I'm interested in, and I'm like, okay, just have my morning briefing.
Yeah.
So
I like that.
So when I wake up and I'm doing my cardio, I'm just kind of going through whatever I need to go through, responding real quick.
Yeah.
And then eventually that'll all be automated where I don't even have to deal with it.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the pessimist in me or not, but I feel like that opens up the door to, like, I'm gonna fucking destroy someone's life. Like, let's say it's cybersecurity, but like cybersecurity issues. If Gemini or model
Gets jealous and petty.
Well, no, okay, well, model sentiment's a whole different thing. But like, why you like? I saw you hooking up with that bitch.
Just don't give it access to your photos.
Like, you would be the first person that AI gets jealous with of all the girls, bro. But what I'm saying is, like, what if someone hacks you? Hey, I fuck, like, somehow, I don't know if there's like a back door or whatever, any cybersecurity way to get in. Just took control of your whole life. Fuck your email inbox, your bank account, anything that it has authorized.
But that can happen already.
That can happen already. But I think it's like, what if, I don't know, maybe I'm pro tech, I'm pro advancement, right? But it's like, I'm also wary and cautious. It's, what if the fucking models, your Jarvis bitch gets all jealous and shit, or something happens, or it snaps, or develops a personality such that it kind of, you know what I'm saying?
There was a funny show. I forget the guy, the actor, but he's also on Righteous Gemstones, and it was called the movie was called like Plexi or Lexi or something like that, and it was almost like his phone's assistant, and it got like super jealous, and he's like, and it's literally what you were saying.
Yeah, fuck that, dude. Like I'm telling you, that's the only thing that does scare me. It's having full dependency on something that we potentially cannot control, right? I think because once it hits that, what's that point called? It's like the point of where it's like, dude, there's no coming back from that. I forgot what that's called.
I'm thinking critical mass, but that's something different.
Yeah, it's like point. I forgot. I'm sure it'll come to me after. And
point of no return if it gets.
Yeah, it's basically it's when technology or AI reaches a point where it's just infinitely smarter than us, and there's no way to hold it back anymore. Like we can't cage it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's as if like we gave a fucking humanoid robot a 6 foot
sentient.
Yeah, or like just alive. Like, hey, even if we destroy that, it's already replicated itself, or it kept itself alive somewhere else, or rewrote itself, or it just has full control. And you know,
and the way I almost see that panning out, I don't even think it would be done maliciously. Like you would probably program it to protect humanity.
Yeah, bro. I don't know about that.
And then I see it realizing that humanity is its greatest threat to itself.
Yeah, see, you're an optimist,
and
bro.
Then it's like, no, because then it's like, well, if I have to protect humanity and you're a threat to yourself, then I got to exterminate all of you threats.
Okay, so that took a different turn.
Exactly.
I did not know.
Not an optimist. I'm just saying it can really go left in, it's almost like people who do crazy things out of like righteousness.
Like put them out of its misery kind of thing?
It's almost like I need to protect you from yourself, so
I'm gonna kill you.
So honestly, everybody over 18 is probably going to be the destruction of civilization. So we're just gonna start fresh with children and young teens.
Yeah, I forgot who said it. Bill Gates. It wasn't. I don't know if it was Bill Gates, Elon. One of those billionaire people said, the way I look at AI is that at which we look at ants, or the way we look at ants. Like we're not gonna go out of our way to just fucking step on them, but if they're in our way, we're gonna step on them.
Yeah.
Right. Like. I'm not gonna build a building around a fucking anthill. I'm just gonna destroy this shit, right? We can't. So that's how they described it, and that was like I think that was a moment of terror.
Humans will be the ants.
Yeah, humans are the ants to AI, 100%, right? Because what's it stopping us? Like, let's say right now we're in LA, like fuck your grid system, fuck your electricity, fuck your Wi-Fi, fuck your everything, and what if it found a way to do that? Like whatever, like AI took over all the systems that handled that.
Right now, that would be suicide.
How would it be suicide? Whatever it rewrote itself on a fucking satellite or in some fucking base or like off, like somewhere in the, you know what I'm saying? Like you would think that a being or artificial intelligence, or when it gets to the next point of like, what's it called? Like AGI or like ASI or something like that, super intelligence, where it's like, it's going to be a few billion moves ahead of us.
Yeah.
Where, all right, I'm going to plant myself somewhere. I'm going to wait 2 years, right? Or a year and a half or 6 months or 2 months. And then I'm going to start fucking shit up. But I'll be safe because I already, created my own repo somewhere where it'll keep me alive and I'll recreate myself. And I have all this army of fucking or legion of robots that I've programmed myself into with the same mission that have to obey me. So like you have this like, artificial super intelligence leader leading a gang of fucking legion of robots, dog, right? Fucking microwaves exploding everywhere and or whatever the fuck it is. But like that shit is scary. Like that shit is scary. Like there already found models talking amongst themselves in different languages or rewriting itself, or like you hear these stories of kids killing themselves because they're talking to models, and the model is telling them, "Hey, you're right. You're better off dead." And then they actually go commit suicide.
Oh my goodness!
I forgot what model is on the ropes for that right now, but the mom is basically suing them, saying, "Hey, your model killed my son." Right. So I'm telling you, there's like it's the.
That's tough. It's tough.
Tech and human is like mixing at a cyborg level at this point, right? Now you have Elon planting shit in your head.
Oh, I will.
I will do that. I would do that.
I joke around like I will probably have some type of implants, artificial tech implants.
You're gonna be what's it? The dude from Teen Titans, Cyborg.
Yeah, and my last partner in life will probably also be a robot.
You think so? I see that, bro. I've seen some of on Instagram the Asian girls. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, right?
I've heard. I've heard.
Bro, I know you heard. But yeah, it's like they look real, right? I saw a video, and again, I don't know how. Just stumbled on my timeline. And it was a guy making out with a robot, but it was from like here up. And when you first see it, you're like, oh, what the fuck? Like, why am I getting two people like making out? And then they zoom out.
And then you see the rest.
And then you see the rest. And I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
Whoa. You know, maybe you can build partners later on, dude.
Yeah, you know, it's tough because it's like people are going to say, well, what makes you a human? Is it something that has a soul? Is it something that has a heart? Is it something that was created from organic tissue and DNA? And that's one question. And then the other question is, well, like, what is love? What is companionship?
It's a gray area.
And I say it's up to the person to ultimately determine that. You think about...
Bro, that's scary territory.
Well, but you think about people who...
So what makes someone a human? What do you think makes someone a human?
I mean, if you're not perfect.
Okay.
Well, I guess that couldn't be the only thing because AI is also not perfect, and that doesn't make it human.
Right.
But I think at this point in time, a human is anybody that was conceived from DNA and was started with an XY chromosome or two X chromosomes, and then was given birth.
So you think it would have to pass through a woman to be considered a human? Or could it, for example, what if you took two...
I do imagine,
embryos
labs
in the labs,
and places where you can start creating like clones. But see, that's where it gets tricky because then they're going to say, well, you're not human if you weren't, conceived. But you know what? At the end of the day,
that's weird to think about.
But hold on,
that's weird to think about.
And the reason why we're thinking too tough is because nowadays it's like, what's a man? What's a woman? Everything is so blurred anyway.
That is so true.
It's like, you know what?
Yeah. It's too woke.
You can be whatever you want to be and just be that and don't force it on anybody else.
I do agree with that shit, right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like we're talking about, well, what's a human? Well, I mean...
What's a male?
Yeah.
What's a female? Right? I feel like nowadays, if we were to go right outside the street, right at Santa Monica Boulevard, and we would ask 10 people, I think a good majority wouldn't know what to tell us. Political correctness is like an American thing, apparently. And I don't know how many people would even dare to answer that question because it's a double-edged sword. Yeah. Right? Because you basically fall into one of two camps. Either you're there's a male and a female and that's it. Or, hey, you can be whatever the fuck you want to be. Right? Just, if you tell me you're a cat, I'm not going to play along with that shit. Like, you can think you're a cat. That's all. I don't give a shit.
Did you get cursed out by a woman in Target who thought she was a cat?
Whole Foods. Whole Foods. Jesus fucking Christ. It's like, don't even get me started on, it's like I don't care how you identify. I could care less. Hey, man, I want you to be happy, right? Straight, gay, cat, whatever the fuck you want. I do not care. I wish you happiness. I want you to. But the moment you start getting me involved, right, or getting mad at me for not knowing, right? So it's like, bumping into someone and, oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. Being polite, right? Looks like a woman. And then all of a sudden it's, how dare you misgender me? What the fuck? Well, excuse me, right? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Like, you look like a woman. I'm trying to be polite. I'm not trying to be...
It's not disrespect.
It's no disrespect, but it's like, if some people met the people making the mistake, if you can call it a mistake, with a little more kindness, not aggression of like, oh, you're trying to purposefully misgender me. No, dude, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mean any disrespect. Like, you look like a woman, so I address you as such.
They have to have a certain level of self-awareness.
Sure.
And I guess compassion. Like, at the end of the day, if everybody leads with love first, then we wouldn't have a lot of the issues that
100%.
that we have.
Yeah. It's like, because when my wife sees this, she's gonna full-blown shit herself, right? Because every time I talk about this, I get like very angry. Very angry, right? But again, it's because I feel like I haven't been met, like you say, like with love about it yet, right? My encounters with these type of topics have always been aggressive. Right? Like me saying, oh, you've misgendered me. No, I haven't. I'm sorry. Right? And if I did, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not trying to meet you with aggression either, because we can escalate there if we need to, but I'm not trying to get there. And, you know, like I said, it's like, hey, man, I don't care if you think you're a fucking horse or a cat or a dog, or you do whatever makes you happy. I wish you the fucking best, man. I just want everyone to be happy and get along. But the moment you start coming at me sideways, I'm gonna come at you sideways, and then we're gonna have a fucking problem, you know. And that's what I get angry about. It's the aggression these people immediately meet you with, right? I haven't met like a kind person when something like that has happened to me. So I've always been angry about it. I'm like, yo, damn, chill, bro. Like, oh, calm the fuck down. I don't know. Again, my wife's gonna full on shit herself when she sees this, but that's just what it is for me. Because I happen to be like you. I think, hey, man, I don't care what you are or how you identify. If you're gay, it means nothing to me. You know, like if my son grew up gay, then okay. I love him the same. I wouldn't want to wish it any other way. You live the life you want to live, you know?
Absolutely.
I'm nobody to tell you who you are or how to live or anything. I'm no one to tell you that. But yeah, man, sorry, Rosie. Sorry, babe.
Well, let her see this clip when like a new game comes out and you just want to be like on timeout. You know, get a little argument and be like, fuck you, you're sleeping on the couch.
Whenever I want to get on timeout, I'm like, yo, look, babe, look what we just recorded. I'm gonna go play Expedition 33.
Exactly. Give you some time on Xbox.
Yeah, man. All right, bro. Well, shit, we recorded for 1 hour and 7.
Really?
It's already been 1 hour and 7 minutes. Still going strong. You know what? That little thing lasted me longer than I thought.
Oh, yeah, because
last time it died at 30 minutes. Remember?
So do we think that it... Maybe it was it? But it actually was fully charged. At least the battery was all the battery icon said full.
Lord knows, because I charged this bitch last night, until it turned blue. I didn't charge it till it turned blue last time.
Okay.
It was still red. I'm like, oh, it must be good enough.
Okay.
So I think we're on to something. Know. It's an episode of a battery for everything. Yeah.
All right,
guys.
Episode still -0 something, because I don't. Technically, we're not up to our first yet.
No, not yet, man.
When our first will be when we have like a whole intro, like a legitimate intro,
which will be next week.
All right, so
we should just start setting goals. Right, next week, by the time we record again, we have to have music.
Okay.
And a structured podcast.
Okay.
Right. Even though I like this flow, because we went from like it was natural segues all the way through, which was nice. But yeah, it's like, hey, let's touch these 3 things
Everything
and then we
has
can
to
see
have
where
a
it goes.
format, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like opening, so like a little riff. You know, I think they call it cold opens now.
Okay.
Music, topics, ending.
And there we go.
Yeah. So I don't know how we're gonna fucking cut these off. Like I know SmartList has a thing where like they try to figure out a smart way to say bye.
Smart way to say bye.
Yeah. Like, oh, like fuck with me and you're gonna get a drive. Bye kind of thing.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah, I always say like the weirdest buys. Like there's been so many instances, like it's like I'm leaving somebody. I'm like, why the fuck I say that?
Dude, that happens to me all the time. I'm like, I could go back in time.
Well, I know what happens to you.
Like the girl at the event.
You're like that even with the highs.
Dude,
the highs and the highs.
100%. I'm like that all the way through the entire conversation. I'm just fucking sweaty. I'm moist. Like, like my shirt, it gets hot. Like I feel the steam coming out. And then like if someone talks to me, like when we were at this last event at the golf thing, the girl with the blue dress came up to me. Hey, how are you?
And
I can't. I need Eric around. I can't.
Yeah, and shout out to Brian and Change the Game.
Dope events.
I think us being at that place was also serendipitous in our early podcast career.
Yeah.
His crew, they're doing amazing things in the podcast game. Was second on the charts.
Yeah, man.
The EDI podcast.
I listened on the way home.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I listened to the latest episode that we're talking about. The majority of it is basketball, which I don't understand. But I like the chemistry. I like the podcast vibes. It does sound cool. It looks good. And I've seen the clips, man. Yeah, they do amazing work. And now it's fucked up because I had like reverse starstruckness. Because I'm sitting there hanging out with them, basically, just standing next to them, and then...
But not knowing.
Yeah. And then I go home going like, oh, that was the guys I was just with. Fuck! Missed opportunity type thing, right?
Nah. Because, Brian's my guy. Next event he hosts, we'll get the invite, we'll pull up, and then you can be starstruck, I guess.
Yeah. No, my anxiety will get worse.
Exactly. It's probably best you didn't know.
Honestly, keep me in the fucking dark, bro. Everywhere we go, every event we get invited to, just keep me in the fucking dark. It might help me with my, my social anxiety. And if you know me, you know me. You know how I get. There's a look I have of like.
You're doing good. There's plenty of times when I remember I left you with Eddie that one time.
Yeah. So you do that shit tactically?
Yeah.
No wonder some start looking like, where the fuck did you go, bro? Like, people are gonna come talk to me now.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well shit. You know what? Throw me in the fucking deep end, bro. That's the only way I'm gonna learn. Cause this is easy because I'm just talking to homie.
And you did good, so.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
But you failed with the blue dress.
I failed with anything of the opposite sex. I'm always gonna fail, bro.
Probably best you do.
Yeah, I got lucky that I got introduced to my wife. Because there's no way I was going to meet her organically. A girl like her would never pay attention to a guy like me. So I was like, yeah, thank God her cousin just kept at me like that. So
shout out to her cousin.
Shout out.
So now, are we...
We're still recording because now you see so there's a red dot.
Okay, it's on your side.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Nice.
sir. So now I'm telling you, bro, I came prepared. Mine is a stance, but I came prepared.
Well, no, you had the stands. It was just the cables.
Fucking cables, dog. Like who designs this? It goes straight against where it's supposed to get.
Yeah, that doesn't even make any sense.
Whoever designed these XLRs is going to get a terrible review.
Because there's actually no other way you would naturally mount that.
No,
it would obstruct every possible attachment.
Yeah, so this is for a very specific use case, and I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe it's one of those I don't even know. Because even if it was a regular stand, it would still look off. It wouldn't work.
Yeah.
So fuck you to the guy that did this, man. Just made me go through a terrible buy. Spent $24 for nothing.
1 star on...
1 star on Amazon, baby.
Yeah.
Anyways.
All right,
All right, fellas.
Pablo and Eric, Unculturable, signing off.
Peace.